Hello, welcome to today's class. We have this radical challenge before us here. The question is x square root of x plus x all over x plus x equal to 5, the value of x that satisfies this equation. So how do we solve for this? Now, being that we're having x at the denominator here, we have to note here that x can never be equal to 0. Okay, so the first assumption here is that x cannot be equal to 0. Okay, so let's take our solution on how to solve this. So we take a solution. Now, if you check the denominator, the expressions are the denominator on the left-hand side of the equation, we can factor out x from here. So if we factor out x from here, we're going to end up having x into 1 plus 1, which is equivalent to 2x, right? Good. So we can write this as our square root of x plus our x all over 2x equal to our 5 here. Good. Now, instead of multiplying both sides by 2x, I want to rewrite this side of this equation. So this could also be written as the square root of our x all over 2x, then plus our x all over 2x. This is equal to 5. Easy. Now, this will go with this. And so we're going to end up having the square root of x all over 2x plus our 1 all over 2 equal to 5. Okay, good. Now, with what we have here now, all we just have to do is to send this quantity to this side of this expression here. So if we move this to this side, we're going to end up having square root of our square root of x all over 2x, then equal to our 5 minus 1 all over 2. Now, this expression here, we can simplify what we have in here, right? Good. So this is going to give us here 2. This all over 1. So this divided by this will give us 2. 2 times this will give us our 10. Then minus 2 into 2, 1. 1 times 1 will give us 1. So we're going to end up having the square root of x all over our 2x equal to our 9 all over 2. Okay, so let's continue on this side. Now, with what we have here, we just have to eliminate this 2x here. So we multiply through by 2x. So we're going to have here the square root of x all over 2x times our 2x equal to our 9 all over 2 times 2x. Okay, then this will go with this. We now have our square root of x equal to 2. We cancel out 2 here, so we are now left with 9x on this other side. Okay, but here we have a radical. So we have to eliminate this radical. And how do we eliminate this? We just have to raise both powers to 2. We equally raise this to 2. So this we go with this. So we now have x is equal to, we use this to affect everything inside here to give us 9 to the power of 2, x to the power of 2. Remember the law in indices, which says that when you have your a times your b all raised to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of n times b to the power of n. Okay, good. So if we open up this, it's going to give us here x equal to square of 9 will give us 81, okay, times our x raised to the power of 2. Again, never make the mistake of cancelling out x from both sides of the equation. If you do that, you're going to come up with just one root. In other words, you're going to miss out the second root. And from the expression we have here, the highest power of the variable is 2. It shows that, or it means we have to solve for 2 roots. So for us to get the 2 roots, all you just need to do is to move this x to this side of the equation. And when you rearrange, you're going to give us 81 x to the power of 2 minus x is equal to 0. So it is at this point we have to factor out x from the system. So if we factor out x, this is going to give us our x into 81x, then minus 1, right? We need to put this bracket here, minus 1 equal to our 0. So applying the 0 property, we equate this to 0 and we equate this to 0. So our x1 is equal to 0. But remember at the beginning we said x cannot be equal to 0. But we have already gotten an answer, one of the answers to be 0. So what does that imply? It means that this root here, this solution here is extraneous. In other words, we have to reject it because it does not satisfy the original equation. And so this is rejected. Although it's an answer to, it's a solution to this challenge, but does not satisfy it. So we got to discard it. We reject this. So our x2 we're going to give us here our 81x minus 1 equal to 0. Move this to this side, we're going to have 81x is equal to positive 1. We just have to divide both sides of the equation by our 81, being that we are looking for our x, right? Good. So this is going to give us 81x all over 81 is equals to 1 all over 81. This will go with this. So now I have x is equals to 1 all over 81. All right? So this is our x2. We just have to ask ourselves, does x2 satisfy the original equation? Yes, it does. But let's just give a simple proof to this. So let's check. So let's do a check. Look at our equation here. So whenever we see x, we want to put in 1 all over 81. So the expression we have here, the square root of 1 all over 81, then plus 1 all over 81, all over 1 all over 81, plus 1 all over 81 equal to our 5. Wow. We can rewrite this expression here. This could also be written as the square root of 1 all over the square root of 81. According to the law of sword, right? Good. And the square root of 1 will give us 1. The square root of 81 will give us 9. And so we're going to have here 1 all over 9 plus 1 all over 81 all over 1 all over 81 plus 1 all over 81 equal to 5. Well, everything on the left-hand side gives us 5 when simplified. Let's go ahead and save it. We just have to find the LCM of this and find the LCM of this. For the numerator, the LCM is going to give us 81. So right here, we can say this now implies we have here 81 as the LCM. Then we use 9 to divide 81, that will give us 9. 9 times 1 will give us our 9. Plus 81 into 81 will give us 1. 1 times 1 will give us 1. Then everything all over, we find the LCM of this also. So we have here 81 also. So 81 into 81 will give us 1. Then 1 times our 1 here will give us 1. The same thing for this other side. Everything equal to 5. If we sum up this is going to give us here, this now implies our 10 all over 81. Then this is our division sign. So divided by, add this give us 2 all over 81 equal to our 5. We want to change this division sign to multiplication. And remember, when we do that, this denominator will come up and this numerator will come down. Okay, so let's continue on this side here. All right, so continue from here. This is going to give us our 10 all over 81 times our 81 all over 2 equal to 5. What happened? This and this will leave. 2 here 1, 2 here 5. So we now have here 5 is equals to 5. So this shows that the second root, which is x equal to 1 all over 81, satisfy the original equation. Meanwhile, our x1 is rejected. Okay, so this is how you solve radical equation of this kind. Thank you for being there. See you in our next class. Bye for now.